breaking news for you.
Good morning, Notre Dame.
You're going to want a rain jacket.
Notre Dame men's basketball
coming out of the East region. And
can you get me a gym time?
Not only that, it was a shutout, of course.
For NDTV, I'm Abby Urban.
Good morning and welcome to ND Sunrise. I'm Lyric Medeiros.
And I'm Abby Urban.
We come to you this morning with an update on on-campus vaccinations. You should have received an email yesterday from Brian Fomo, the director of the Vaccine Administration team here at Notre Dame, with additional information regarding the university's on-campus vaccination program for students, faculty, and staff.
As you may know, the university, along with other Indiana colleges and universities, was recently approved by the Indiana Department of Health to administer on-campus COVID-19 vaccinations in April and May. The vaccinations are to be administered inside the Compton Family Ice Arena, where they will receive enough of the Pfizer vaccine for every Notre Dame student to be fully vaccinated with the requisite 2 doses before the conclusion of the spring semester.
Students will be able to receive their first dose of the vaccine at the on-campus vaccination center from Thursday, April 8th through Thursday, April 15th. The center will be open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. each day. At your first appointment, you will make arrangements to receive your second dose at the vaccination center exactly 3 weeks from when you received your first dose, between Thursday, April 29th and Thursday, May 6th. In the coming days, you will receive an email from Zotec Partners, the company that the Indiana Department of Health utilizes to provide technical support throughout the vaccination process to schedule your on-campus vaccine. Within the email, you will receive a unique link to schedule your first dose of the vaccine. You should schedule your appointment as soon as you receive the link. Please note that the link provided will only allow for you to schedule your first dose. This link is unique to you and should not be forwarded.
Please use the Notre Dame Vaccination Center to receive your vaccination and cancel any appointments you may have to receive your first vaccination shot at a local vaccination site. This will help to free up any vaccination capacity in the local community for members who may be in need. If you receive your first dose at a local vaccination site, the university will not be able to administer your second dose at the on-campus center. If you have questions unaddressed in the FAQs, please contact the COVID-19 hotline at 574-634-HERE or 4373 or COVID Response Unit at nd.edu.
While the news of the on-campus vaccine site is extremely encouraging due to the university's communal environment, the university will maintain its current mask wearing, surveillance testing, and broader health and safety protocols until further notice. Undergraduate and professional students should also continue to comply with all elements of the campus compact. The university thanks us for taking the steps necessary to support the health of our entire community. I'm looking forward to getting our vaccines. Hopefully this means we'll be one step closer to moving back to normal.
Yes, I hope so too. I completely agree. I think that Notre Dame is really a special place, and I really hope that these vaccines will allow us to continue to learn and stay with the community that we love.
I couldn't agree more. Nonetheless, the community's love for Notre Dame continues to shine even amidst a pandemic. One of the ways the university has done this is by coordinating events for students to participate in. But before we move on to events, let's take a look at our COVID dashboard.
Yesterday, the university reported 23 new cases, adding to the semester total of 1,315. Let's continue to keep our community safe by following the specified protocols.
As a reminder, for the upcoming Easter weekend, students with Friday, Saturday, or Sunday surveillance testing dates will be rescheduled. You will receive a reminder the day before your appointment, but to find what time your test has been moved, you can check your email inbox for information on surveillance testing from the Division of Student Affairs.
The university will continue to offer diagnostic and quarantine/isolation testing on Saturday, April 3rd on an abbreviated schedule. No testing will be offered on Friday, April 2nd or Sunday, April 4th. Let's remember to show up to our rescheduled testing appointments so that we can all enjoy this wonderful Easter weekend.
Yes. Moving on from COVID, the Student Activities Office has been working extra hard to plan some fun ways for students to celebrate Easter here at Notre Dame. We are currently in the midst of Holy Week, a time when we intentionally recall Jesus' passion, death, and resurrection. Later this week, the campus community will gather for the Triduum services, which include the Mass of the Lord's Supper on Holy Thursday, celebration of the Lord's Passion on Good Friday, and the Easter Vigil on Holy Saturday. Please remember that attendance to these services is by ticket only. Students who requested a ticket to the Triduum services will be emailed a digital ticket at least 24 hours in advance.
Students are encouraged to celebrate Easter Sunday Mass with their their residence hall. Please check with your hall community for time and location. Along with residence hall masses, campus ministry will offer 2 additional masses which are open to students only. These masses will take place at 10 a.m. in the Layton Concert Hall in the DeBartolo Performing Arts Center, or DPAC, and at 4 p.m. in the Steppen Center. Advance reservations are not required. You can visit campusministry.nd.edu for more information.
Campus Ministry invites all members of the class of 2021 to participate in a 3-week series, A Notre Dame Farewell, where students will gather in small groups once a week to reflect on the gifts of these past 4 years under the dome. Groups will begin meeting in mid-April and will be assigned according to your availability as indicated on the sign-up form. The form can be found on the Campus Ministry website under Holy Week. Be sure to sign up by 11:59 p.m. sharp on Tuesday, April 6th. For more information, contact Christian Santamaria at santamaria@nd.edu.
And this Friday, McWell hosts an activity that incorporates both creativity and reflection in making a Box of Joy memory box. Students can head to the La Fun Ballroom on April 2nd at 11:30 a.m. to learn more about joy and happiness through creating their very own space to keep their memories.
Wow, that's a great way to keep your memories in a box. I remember
Right.
doing that in elementary school,
Yes.
making those time capsules.
Absolutely. I think that's a great way to go back to our childhood and some fun activities that we might miss.
Absolutely. You can view these events and more by checking the Week at ND Digest email in your inbox.
With Easter just around the corner, we are hoping for a beautiful weekend for everyone to celebrate spring. However, we have definitely seen some colder days and some windier days this past week. Chloe Stafford is here to let us know what we can expect for the forecast. Chloe?
Good morning, Notre Dame. Here is your weather for this week, including a special look into the Easter weekend. First up, we got Holy Thursday, which is today. Unfortunately, we will be having the worst weather of the weekend today. The cold is back just for a little, with a high of 34 and a low of 22, and with high winds, so make sure you are prepared. Good Friday, we heat up a little, get to the high 40s, which then brings us to Saturday. Saturday, we really get the weather we've been hoping for. We have partly cloudy skies and temperatures reaching the high 60s. And finally, what you have all been waiting for, Easter Sunday. Well, get ready for those outdoor pictures because we will hit the low 70s on Easter with partly cloudy skies. Perfect weather for a night hunt. Now, let's look into next week. Here in South Bend, we will have a very nice spring weather with temperatures in the 60s and 70s with some clouds throughout the week. The only thing I want to warn people about is the potential thunderstorms in the beginning of the week. So just be careful on Monday and Tuesday and watch out for those. And we got Easter towns. It's Easter weekend. I thought I'd bring you some weather in some famous towns that have a lot to do with Easter. So first up, we got Easter, Texas. In Easter, Texas, there will be some hot weather, reaching 85 degrees. In Tuag, Florida, expect lots and lots of sun and temperatures in the 70s. However, it will be a little colder in Spring, Pennsylvania, and there's a high of 55, and it will be partly cloudy. Last but not least, we got Rabbittown, Kentucky, with mostly sunny weather in the high 60s. And that's all I got for this week. Have a happy Easter, and let's send it back to the desk.
Thank you, Chloe. It looks like we'll be having some sunny days for this Easter weekend. What a blessing. After a mix of warm and cold days this week, I'm looking forward to enjoying some sunshine.
Absolutely, and I'm sure this is a little bit different from you in Hawaii and the
Yes.
beautiful weather there. What is it normally like on
Yes,
Easter?
usually 70 to 80s. It stays like that year-round, though.
Gorgeous.
What is it like in Wisconsin?
Oh, I think it's going to be like 60s, maybe a little bit colder. Nothing too bad, but definitely not beautiful Hawaii. But
60s and above, really can't complain.
That's true, especially getting used to what we have around here.
Absolutely. If you have been keeping up with our episodes of ND Sunrise, you would know that March Madness has been a focal point of our recent news. Let's continue that trend with Liz Perna, giving us an exclusive look at Father Pete's bracket. Liz.
To go to Notre Dame is to love Father Pete. This basketball-loving, constantly smiling, easy-to-talk-to priest is easily everyone's favorite priest on campus. After all, how many priests get their name cheered by 80,000 fans when their face appears on the Jumbotron at Notre Dame football games? Because of his reputation as a huge college basketball fan and wanting to see if divine inspiration helped him predict some upsets, I decided to do a little digging and get Father Pete's March Madness bracket. And well, he said it best himself, it's a little bit of a dumpster fire. Here's Father Pete's bracket and all of his picks. He's got Gonzaga, Florida State, Ohio State, and Oklahoma State in the Final Four. And honestly, before the playoffs started, I would have respected those choices. He's not too unreasonable in his picks and has a nice mix of one number 1 seed, one number 2 seed, and 2 number 4 seeds. I always appreciate taking a chance on some sleepers. Unfortunately though, Father Pete chose the wrong underdogs. Here is his bracket with all of the picks that are incorrect shown in red. 3 out of his Final Four teams have been knocked out already, including his 2 championship teams, Florida State and Ohio State. Michigan crushed Florida State on Sunday night, but it would have been Notre Dame betrayal to predict Michigan winning that game. On the other side, Ohio State was knocked out first round by Oral Roberts, but hardly anyone predicted that either. Oral Roberts was undoubtedly the season's Cinderella story, as Cinderella had the worst name you've ever heard. Father Pete's bracket did end up looking a little rough this season, but he started out with a solid mix of realistic upsets and solid Final Four contenders. I want to give a huge thank you to Father Pete for letting me expose his bracket. Notre Dame still loves you, even if we don't love your bracket. This has been Liz Perna for Shamrock Sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Liz. It's great to hear what Father Pete is thinking about these, about what's going on with March Madness. As we know from our last episode, he's really a wonderful guy, and it was so fun to interview him.
Yes, and it's so nice that he's involved with the basketball team.
Yes,
He's definitely a great presence to have.
Absolutely, he's everywhere. He's really in everything. And now Chris Frick is here with a special installment of Chris on the Street, except it looks like he'll be taking on a new persona just in time for Easter and hopefully teaching us a lesson about forgiveness. Let's see what he has in store because I, for one, am very curious. Chris?
Hey everyone. So, I've been lying to you for a long time. I'm not actually Chris. I'm the second coming of Judas. And about 2,000 years ago, I betrayed our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and ever since then I've felt extremely guilty, so today I'm looking to make amends. Welcome to Judas on the Street. How you guys doing? Good, how are you? I'm terrible. I'm Judas and I betrayed Jesus and everyone's mad at me for it.
Well, you probably shouldn't have done that.
I'm just looking for, in this Lenten season, forgiveness, because everyone's always making a big deal out of it. You know, we got the anniversary of the betrayal. And the bottom line, at the end, I just want to be accepted. I feel like I'm the most relatable apostle. The only reason I did it is because, like, you know, I'm like everyone else. I just want to be well-liked. I want to fit in. Dude, I can't even get vaccinated anymore. I already blew my shot. I mean, I've been making a lot of mistakes lately, so can I just, like, confess them to you? You know, I feel like I could be a better person. You know, I could do more acts of charity. You know, the other day I told a friend I was going to borrow a pen, and I ended up keeping it. Yeah, it's really mean of me. Also, I betrayed Jesus and got him killed. Do you think I'm likable?
Not really.
I don't think he likes me.
No, I like you.
Do you like me more than Jesus?
No.
Do you forgive me at all?
I forgive you.
Thank you. Do you think I'm cooler than Jesus?
Yeah.
Why'd you hesitate? Ugh, I'm the worst. I suck. They agree. He's not wearing any shoes, just like Jesus.
Jesus forgives, so I forgive.
He doesn't forgive me because I got him killed. I'm Judas. Really? How'd you know? It's the eyes, right?
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. I'm trying to get better at not betraying people. So if one of you could just tell me like a deep, dark secret, and I won't tell anybody, and that'll help me with my betrayal problem. Oh my gosh, that's such a great secret. I'm not gonna tell anyone. She's going to her house for Easter, and I just told him. Like, I feel like I catch a lot of flack, but like, you know, Peter, I never denied Jesus. Peter did it 3 times. Guys, the lady at the Haggerty Family Cafe, she's going to her friend's house for Easter, and her parents don't know about it yet. I betrayed her. I was never gonna do it until we were at the Last Supper, right? And like, I'm chilling there. Jesus is like washing my feet for some reason. I'm going along with it, whatever. And all of a sudden, he's like, "Yeah, one of you's gonna betray me." And I was kind of like, I mean, someone's got to do it, right? I mean, if you don't do it, you make the Lord and Savior look bad. I had to do it to make it come true. What would you guys have done in my situation?
Every single action you took, I probably would have taken the exact opposite action.
At least Lady Gaga wrote a song about me.
Thank you, Chris. We always appreciate a humorous take on a classic story, as long as it reminds us to have empathy for others.
Absolutely, and Chris is the man to do it. We appreciate all of your humor, Chris. Thank you.
Absolutely. He always finds a way to get those responses out of people who can normally be a little shy.
Yes, we admire that.
We do. And that brings us to the end of today's morning news. If you'd like to stay updated on everything we're doing here at NDTV, make sure to follow us on Instagram at Notre Dame Television, on Twitter at Notre Dame TV, and on YouTube under NDTV Notre Dame Television. Our YouTube channel has all of our episodes under ND Sunrise, so if you miss an episode or just can't wait to see us again, you can find them all there.
And as for our airing times, we are here on Channel 57 every Tuesday and Thursday morning. If you're interested in joining our team, please do not hesitate to send us an email at ndtv@nd.edu. We are always looking for new members to work in the studio. From production to performance, we have an opportunity for everyone.
That's right. We'd love to have anyone who is interested in NDTV to come on down. We'd be happy to help you out. That's it for this episode of ND Sunrise. I'm Lyric Medeiros.
And I'm Abby Urban.
And from all of us here in the studio, we wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, and
Go Irish!